Okay, so this episode for Rising of the Shield Hero was good. And I had to write down some points on it. I'm trying to go back on the video, but my thing does not want to load. So I am just going. I wrote down some stuff, and hopefully I can get like the main stuff that was coming to my mind that was happening during the episode. Okay, so I want to start off with the Queen. We see a some monologuing and talking from the Queen, and she's saying like she's coming and stuff like that, like I'm gonna show up. I ain't no little girl, and she ain't old, which I like and respect. I said, you know what, that's really nice. I really like this right here. So the queen's not just someone that just sits down and cowers down like the king that just sits there all day and do nothing. She's like, I'm gonna get up and do something. So she puts on some armor and says, all right, it's time to go. She looks just like not Melody, but her sister. I can't remember her name. You know the name, her nickname, but it looks like Melody's sister. So I'm like, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So I like that, and I'm like, okay. So then after that, it goes on to from what I can't remember everything. So my next point would be Nafumi. Yes, this dude. I was feeling like I don't know why I had this feeling like this shield is about to go haywire. I just felt like it's about to go down. So I said, all right. But I'm ignoring. I'm not thinking about it too much. But it's just this feeling in my gut. It's like, bro, put that shield away. You had this shield for so long. Put it away. Then lo and behold, psst, boom, the guy getting consumed by the rage of the shield. And this weird entity apparently is like saying it's talking to him, saying this isn't my anger, or it is his anger, but it's the anger of what's it called, him and the dragon. And then he also said my your anger as a human is more stronger than me, so you humans have more anger. So I'm just like, wait a minute, what is he talking about? Now I'm like, okay, so this thing in his shield has like somewhat knowledge. It has knowledge and it's not stupid. So we see that it's talking about humans and how humans and this and that, and it knows the events of like what's a dragon, and it's seen the events of what he's been through, and it's showing him stuff to inflame him. So this thing is how to say, it's intellectual. It's smart. It is not an idiot. It's not like some program thing that just does its own thing. But this thing is actually smart. It's like almost AI. So it's like trying to enrage him, and we saw like some of a depiction of him one, and of some blue thing and trying to talk to him. And Afumi's resisting. He's resisting, but then eventually he's just like enraged. Like he just goes for it and he's walking like boom. I'm like, bro, when he was in that mode, and then like someone said like Nafumi, master and all that, then he swings his arm. I said, bro, in that world we can't see what's going on in the real world. I'm like, what if he actually attacked him without knowing it? I said, oh my goodness, no, this isn't good. He needs to get out of that. He needs to get out of that shield. But then I'm thinking like, oh, please don't touch him again, because what happened to Raftalia in the beginning, like before, was she grabbed onto him and stuff. Then she got cursed and stuff like that in burnings. And the only way to get rid of it was like from like the potions from the church and all that. I'm just like, bro, don't touch this dude. We do not need to go through this game where you guys are about to die. Then come to find out the people are coming. Melody, Raftalia, and Philo is coming and talking to him. I'm like, don't tell me they're touching him. I'm like, please don't touch him. Just do it from a distance. But of course, he snaps back into it because he's seeing a bunch of videos of like them and their good times, and he's on a journey. So he snaps back to it, and of course, all three of them are holding on. Even Melody, which I was kind of surprised, but she connected with them real quickly, and they were like, we're here for you, and Philo's like, I'm gonna eat your anger and hatred and all that, and I'm just like, bruh, what is going on? Why are you guys touching him? I could see the curse on all of them. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad, because the only place they got the curse was from that one church, and they had to buy it from them. And now, hope I was like, oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen. So then after that, the team gets hurt, which I was like, this is ridiculous. Then the Pope is still OP, just shooting blasts, doing all this stuff. And then Nafumi's taking it. Like, he took a full charge. I remember. Right now, he took a full charge of that sword. So Nafumi is strong. Without a class upgrade, this dude has already worked his way. Well, I mean, he's using I would call it the curse shield. Yeah, he's using the curse shield. So I mean, it's kind of, yeah, OP, but he is still strong for someone that has not done a class upgrade. Imagine when he does a class upgrade, how strong he's gonna get compared to the other heroes. Where most likely, even though the heroes are more buddy buddies now, I feel like something might kind of happen. They might have a little disagreement. They kind of like break. I don't know. I don't know. Things might change because the queen's in here now, so we're gonna have to see. And so I'm thinking, all right, he's gonna be savage, but let's get back to the main topic. All right, so the Pope is OP. He's shooting like illusions and stuff like that. I'm like, what is this, illusions? Like, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, whatever. It's some magical cathedral. Then, then the queen, you hear the queen's voice, and she captures him in like ice, which, okay, I'm like, snap, the queen's here, she gonna bust in like, what's good, show her what it is. But then that's it. That's all she does. She just puts him in ice. I said, wait a minute. You could have hit him with some fire, put him in a sleep spell while you had him on ice. I don't know. Like, I need to do something. Like, I mean, I seen better ice magic in SAO, or what do you call it? Alicization over there in season 3 of SAO. I mean, come on now. Like, you see better ice magic in that, man. And that's a crazy. I did watch all of it, so if anyone want to hear that, then I can give my whole thing. I seen every episode from SAO to Alicization, so I have some interesting views on that. So he was like, okay, whatever. Then they attack. Then he goes to attack. Then boom, his shield just blood spurts out. I'm just like, bro, what happened? Because I was looking at his health, because it was like little zip 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 on his screen, like static, and I'm like, where's his health? And I see his health is like, it's like a quarter of a way down. I'm like, okay, he has a good amount of health. Then out of nowhere, blood just spews out. I'm like, bro, Nafumi's dead. I was like, Nafumi is dead. There's no way he's coming back. There's no way. I'm like, he's dead. He has to be dead. So, because just like Erwin, just like Erwin, that's how you pronounce it. Erwin, he's dead. I'm like, blood is everywhere, sweet Jesus, and then it just stops. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, it didn't work because he doesn't have enough mana or enough health. Then I'm like, wait, maybe there's something up, like, because they kept showing the blood and it was slowly seeping away. So I'm like, okay, there's probably going to be something that's going to happen. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Then we're just waiting, and then boom, out of nowhere, some weird CG looking. It really, honestly, to me, it was really horribly designed. They should have made it like a dragon, like a legit, the dragon that he killed. They should have made it that dragon. Because honestly, I would have accepted that a lot more than what I just seen. But they should have just straight up made a dragon. This thing was some. It looked like what's that one Pokemon? I have a picture of it. Is that green Pokemon? That's like a legendary Pokemon or something. It looked like a Pokemon or some Digimon looking thing. It was like, what is this? Like, what is this CG thing? But whatever. It looked real hard. It looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of card. Like, it was like, what is this? This is something you see in Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm like, nah, man, whatever. But it eats the guy, and it's kind of graphic. Like, you kind of see like what was about to go down, and like his face getting squished, and then blood shatter everywhere. I'm like, man, he just consumed him. So I said, wait a minute. Since he just consumed him, somewhat consumed him, wouldn't that, like, I feel like when he ever activates the raid shield, it's going to reoccur where that guy's gonna be in there, and he's probably gonna be like, he's probably gonna be really inflaming him, and if he gets in that shield again, he's probably not gonna be able to get out for a while, because that shield's gonna take over him. If that Pope is in there, it's over, because now he has the dragon, some weird AI entity in there, and then now the Pope over. The Pope's gonna take over. The Pope's supposed to be some holy thing, nonsense like that, but no. In this anime, no. In real life, no. And it's gonna be crazy. So I really like that. And okay, let me see. Then they end up starting to work in team, and then Nafumi up says, please. I was like, what? Nafumi said, please, and he bowed in everything. And I was like, wow. So just in that short time period, we see Nafumi grow as like a character, saying like, all right, now I'm seeing this isn't just like, this little hatred thing. It's far beyond that. I'm on a journey. I have friends. I have people that love me, and he's somewhat seeing that, and he bows to the other heroes and says, please help me. And it was like, bruh, this is good, and they're all attacking all at once, this and that, and it was very nice. Well, that happened before the blood thing. I'm kind of skipping around because I can't, because usually I like to go through the video again because then I completely forgot, but I'm not able to. My internet is acting stupid, and they work together. Then they do and then it was really nice. I'm like, that's good. They're actually working together. I like the little combos they're doing, and then they defeat the guy. They suck him up in the blood. Then Nafumi's just laid out on the ground. I'm like, bro, Nafumi, why is your shield still out? Maybe it's like forced out, but his shield's still out. He has like armor on his legs and arms now. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. His armor's on his like hands, but we saw his transformation. But I was like, why can't you just put the shield away? But most likely he doesn't have any strength to do anything. And the queen's like, I'm not gonna let Nafumi die. I'm like, okay. And she just sits there and they're like talking. I said, bro, you say you're gonna let this dude die. How you just talking to him like he's alive? And then he opens his eyes and said, "Okay, he's alive." and then second, it's like, bruh, if you're not gonna let him die, what are you gonna do? Give him a potion? Are you going to what's it called? Go over and take him to your castle? But by that time, he's probably ill or almost dead, and also his team is almost dead because they're cursed. Remember what happened with Raftelia when she got cursed? Like instantly, almost it was like she was very very weak, but yet when she was cursed here, they all were fighting completely fine, which I thought was pretty weird. I'm like, it's not really consistent from my understanding. If I remember correctly, it's not consistent. So I'm like, all right, they're all like their whole team is like down. So unless someone has some potions they can give, and then Nafumi's the only one that doesn't have one, I feel like there's gonna be something like that where Melody's sister or something like that has enough potions for the team, but not Nafumi, and they give a little bit to Nafumi, but it's not enough, and they take him all the way to the castle and do some healing magic and all that, then seal up the curse shield again. That curse shield is gonna keep coming up, and that idiot's gonna keep using that curse shield because he know he's not supposed to. But I bet you he will because he just feels like it's a lot more stronger than any other thing, and that's gonna be like his last resort. Which technically he somewhat like sacrificed his life to do it, but I doubt he knew what he was doing fully because that thing was like the AI thing was like repeating after him, and it was like I don't know, it was weird. But then again, the AI seemed like I feel like later, I don't know. It seemed like the curse shield's gonna be like more of a friend later on. It was just weird how the AI wasn't like really fighting him too much after, like Philo and Raftalia and Melody came in and started talking to him in his like spirit world looking thing. I'm like, all right, so whatever. I feel like the AI is gonna kind of work with him maybe, but I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. I feel like it could still be an enemy, but then again, like she said, the Philo Queen, she said it could be a double-edged sword. So work with you, but at a higher cost. Like how much mana, how much health are you willing to lose? And is that really worth it to like win whatever battle at the end? And are you gonna make it at the end? So that's the whole point of the double-edged sword. So I think it is a really good episode. I think this is gonna be really, really good. Going on after this, it's gonna get. I feel like it's gonna slow down and show more like context and like a little bit more backstory probably on like why the queen was gone, which I'm alright with. We got a good amount of action. Now it's time to slow down, hear what's going on, figure out what's about to happen next, and then after that, probably a wave's gonna hit, and then boom, the heroes are gonna be working together, hopefully working together, and they're gonna actually spread out around the world and help people instead of just staying at the castle. And that king has some explaining to do. I'm telling you, when that queen gets back, he has some explaining to do, and it's gonna be awkward. I bet you Nafuma's gonna be right there smiling the whole time, like, yeah, you little sissy. But whatever. But that was my take on Rising of the Shield Hero episode 20, and I can't wait till the next episode. And then probably the next review I'm gonna do is if you guys haven't heard of it, it's called Demon Slayer. The trailer sucks. That's my honest opinion. Demon Slayer trailer sucks. But if you watch the first episode, you're just like, wow. Like if you just watch the trailer, you realize it sucks. Watch the first episode, and you'll be like, wow, this is actually good. And that's exactly what happened with me. So I'm doing reviews on that now. I binge watched like 7 episodes. I did like a speed review on it, but just to catch up because I didn't want to just start like at the end of it. So, and I'll be doing episode 8 when that comes out. I think Saturday. So expect to upload around Saturday, Sunday from me, and then regular times for Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, and Rising of Shield Hero. And then, yeah, you'll definitely see those coming in later in the week. See you later. And subscribe.